guys, you're welcome to another episode of To Be Honest. It's the penultimate episode, guys. He's getting hotter, the pressure is getting worse. And this week, we have amazing guests. But before them, I have my sweethearts. I would say the love of my life, but it's very conditional, but still. I love Charles so much. I have the one, the only, Charles Born.
Hey boo, what's good? How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I see that you made up today. I love it.
This boy,
it's a bit extra. See the blush.
You act weird.
I love you.
This is how I look every time, but you're annoying. But it's okay.
I love you.
Anyway, let's get to our guest, guys. When I say that this week is hot, it's gonna be a good one. I'll start with the sweet lady beside me. You see, I'm just happy because it's gonna be an insightful episode. We're gonna speak. We're gonna be advised. We're gonna see things.
From a different point of view.
Different point of view. See things differently from the point of a therapist. I have the one and only
Come on now.
Hello, hi, good morning. Morning.
Anytime you're watching this, good day.
Hello.
Doyin, what happened? We know the real you. We want the real you.
Yeah, I'm here. This is the real me. This is Doyin. Don't worry. Let's start.
Okay. And of course, I have two other amazing gentlemen with me to my right. I'll first start with the one that people have been asking for. Khalid.
Popular demand.
Is that scoff for me? I like it. Before you call me the Khalid.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow, I don't pass like this.
I swear. And of course, we have... I'm looking for... Let me not be annoying. Let me just say Jaypaul. Jaypaul, how are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, we can
it feels
see
good to be here.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah, it feels good to be here.
To be honest. Thank you very much. And like Khalid has rightly said, to be honest. So everybody on this episode is going to be honest. We'll say the truth. We'll be ourselves. Enjoy ourselves. I love it. We're all gisting now. Just talking about how
nothing deep. It's just
the week went.
conversation.
We're just saying it as it is. Yeah.
Saying it as it is.
That's the
right?
prelude to violence. Yeah.
But Khalid was not like this before.
I'm even shocked though.
To you,
the
bro?
sarcasm is off the roof, and I love it.
Khalid was a quiet guy,
I know I have a bad mouth, like properly, so I had to just gauge it because everyone was like, "Okay, you have a high tone."
Feelings.
If I drop dimes, can you take it? So I just had to.
Yeah, but you blew hot once. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that one time.
You blew hot. I never. Even that day, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with head of house. That's usually the beginning of the week,
Okay.
and this week's head of house was very interesting. Obviously, it was the final. No, it's not the final. It's the final actually now. They won't do head of house again.
Right.
Except they just want ceremonial head of house, to be honest, because nothing serious. Now, the game was it was tough because you can pick 4 balls and just do something. Everything will scatter, right? And Chichi won that. In fact, she tried. And Chichi has come close to winning a few times. So I was sort of happy that she actually won.
Yeah. Happy. Okay, let me keep quiet. Sorry.
I said, listen.
I'm listening. Sorry.
I mean, obviously, like she put in the work, but it's
Right.
after she won, I just realized that Chichi has made it to the finals.
Just like that.
It's not a bad thing.
It's God, not great.
God is good. It's not a bad thing. I mean, she's very
Why do I
lucky.
feel like this means something.
He's a
subtext.
somehow person now. Yeah, Charles he's not a good person. People just.
But I think she deserved it.
She will deserve it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she's worked hard. Look, let's be honest. Chichi, she's been close to it.
She's come close very many times.
Exactly.
Yes.
So like, I'm very happy for her this time. And now the big thing is she had the power to save two people straight to the finals. And obviously it was a no-brainer that she was going to pick Fina because I think the previous week Fina had saved her.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that a little because I know that when Big Brother, told them that they were going to be pitching to the head of house, he said, don't say anything. Aside when you speak to head of house, that don't have conversations about it. They had conversations about it.
Of course they would.
Fina had conversations about it. He said, what you go do now. I was just like,
the whole level 1, level 2 thing, have you?
I was like, Big Brother, are you saying this or what?
But I sort of think that's how to play the game, to be honest.
But they had an instruction. I just want to ask a question. Let me ask you, Jaypaul. Do you think that Big Brother was very lenient with this set when it comes to breaking of rules and other things?
I just felt like this said they didn't regard Big Brother as much as we did. Because our person could just say how more Big Brother, his voice sound like person we never choke.
Yeah.
He didn't have the guts to do that.
Possible.
So they didn't really regard Big Brother as much this season. And I won't say it's the Gen Z thing because naturally Gen Z is they know
How many Gen Zs are in the house?
a lot of
So
Gen Zs.
many.
I think
So
level
many.
2 was just
Yeah, a lot of
Gen
Gen
Z.
Zs. A lot of Gen Zs.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And Chichi too.
yeah.
So-called Gen Z,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
Because some people say they're 23, 22, but they look 25.
Yeah,
they
Chichi
look
said she's
27. Some people say they're 30 something, they look 40 something.
Yeah, she said she's 20.
Yeah,
Let's
Chichi
not
said
forget
she's
that.
She might be 22.
It's
Yeah,
not
that was just
possible
Biggie's
because people
camera, to
grow.
be honest. Because it really did a lot of people wrong. Let's
So
be
Chichi
very
looks
honest.
22. You've not seen her.
Chichi looks
I think she
22.
looks 22.
She
Yeah.
does.
Well, if she says she's 22, then she
Yeah,
must look
she's
22.
22, yeah.
What's that lady's name again? The old, no, the mature one.
Diana.
Diana.
She says she's 31 now?
33.
Okay, 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she and Adekunle.
She's younger than Toke Makinwa.
It can be so. because,
Wow.
Charles, you have a problem.
I'm just
Because Charles does have a problem.
so about the
Yeah, I don't
pitching,
like you.
Pitching.
Anyway, so there was some pitching there, and I was just like, Big Brother probably won't see anything because to me, he was really lenient with you people.
Yeah, he was.
Like there are things that I feel like in other seasons, it's not possible.
But
It will never
I think
happen.
they knew what they were going to expect from this season.
This election.
Of course.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
next year they'll be like, please. Easy on the disrespect. It's
Yeah.
too much. Easy. Let's bring normal.
Because let's be honest, a lot of content came from that big
Yeah.
energy.
It
Came, there was a lot of big energy. I didn't even expect that, for the first 3 days. I think even from inside the house, you could tell that
It has never happened. that
content
in week
was
one,
already
somebody
enough.
goes
Like,
to
in
Right.
fact, just end the show now.
Well, you guys gave
Yeah.
us content.
Yeah.
They said that this season they went on break during their time.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you people
yeah.
give
There's
us
a lot of
content.
but
Actually,
good year.
Good
still.
year. Yeah.
Good year. Nice
They
one.
try.
Love you guys so
okay.
much.
Thank you.
Anyway, speaking about Chi and head of house. So after she picked Fina, which was like a no-brainer, even the housemates knew.
Yeah.
The next person she picked was Daniela. And speaking about this pitching thing, Big Brother said pitch yourself. A lot of them just assume that she knows who she's going to pick. I think Daniela pitched herself very well. Adekunle did as well. And I would say Hermes. Rachel, okay, obviously Rachel is a rider, so she didn't even care. But for the people in the house that don't know that she's a rider, at least just even say something. Obviously they were fighting at times, so she was just like, who else? Bella didn't care. A lot of people didn't care. I was just like, at least sell yourself first. You never know what will happen.
No, but
Because I
you're-
think
but
that's
you're
what
dealing-
happened with Daniela.
But you're dealing with Chichi here, first of all.
I think
you
she-
can't
But do you
look
see that
beyond
she
the
picked
person.
Daniela?
Eh,
It was
because
easy for her not to pick Daniela.
don't forget the whole level thing
because
as
they were
well.
already doing, I know, the level
Yeah,
was,
no.
but she could have picked Brian.
Is she close to Brian like that?
Well, this person, when Fina was doing the, it seemed like she wanted her to pick Brian, so
I
she
don't-
could have picked Brian.
I don't think she picked based on that pitch, to be honest.
I don't think so
I don't
too.
think
You
so.
think she picked
I don't think so.
She
too.
already
I think
knew
no.
who
I
she was
think
going
she always says this thing where she says, I want a woman in the finals.
Of course.
She always
True,
says that
true,
thing.
true.
So I think of
She
all the
always
women
says
that were
it's
there, Daniela had the best chance
Yes.
because she's falling out with Bella and who else
Rachel.
is there?
True.
Rachel. She wouldn't have
True.
even picked Rachel. So
Of course not.
Daniela just took the best
I
chance.
think even if it was anyone else, they'll still pick Daniela.
I was thinking she would either pick Brian or Daniela actually.
Is this love? Is
Actually,
this love?
I
Is this
actually
love?
knew it should be
Is this
Fina
love
and
that I'm
Daniela
feeling?
because at the end of the day, Daniela is a nice person
Is
to
this
everyone. She's that
love?
person
Is
that you
this
can run
love?
to
Is
and
this
have
love?
that
Is
conversation
this
with.
love?
So yes, definitely, I felt there was going to be an emotional play. Let's be honest, it's Chichi.
course.
There's
It's
going-
Chichi.
There is going to be an emotional.
Thank you for
play.
speaking my mind, my brother.
This is-
It's Chichi.
But here's this song for me,
Yeah,
bro.
like, it's
So,
actually
it's just called a bed. You know, like it's a bed.
no,
It
but
makes
thinking
conversation sweeter.
strategically,
Right.
that was the best. If anyone
Right.
was on that seat, definitely you pick the person who makes you feel comfortable. Exactly.
Or what if she was thinking, I'm not saying anything, but what if she was thinking, I want to pick someone that if I stand up with in the finals,
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. There's also
this
that.
person
was
get
gonna
out
say
before
that.
me.
I was gonna
What
say
if she
that.
just thought,
It was
I think
strategic as
people
well.
don't give Chichi as much credit. She's actually a
Credit.
very smart girl. I think she was thinking, if I stand up with Daniela is leaving first. That's
Yeah,
what I think she was
that's
thinking.
also there because
Yeah.
if she was being smart, I beg, this is not a game of I love you. It's competition. The only person that should have said I love you for would be Fina, and she had to pay, repay Fina. Now let's talk about her head of house reign.
Very chaotic. She fought everybody, even her deputy.
Up until the
just-
deputy that she used her hand to.
I just feel like leadership is not for everybody at this point.
course.
And it was glaring. It was a mess. It was a hot mess. And for me, it was just how every time she would run back and sit on her throne. Like, we know that you are the HOD.
Just
And it's just that energy.
It's significant,
I think you have a
bro.
personal problem.
No, but I don't. It was just... my God. Chichi is a lot. Sorry, continue.
No, I actually wanted Doyin to speak because Doyin spent more time with
Yeah.
her
With her.
than, has spent time with her. And for me, her reign was, like you said, it was quite chaotic. Obviously, you have issues with people, being in leadership position with adults cannot be easy. You know, people don't want to be babied, and if you want to get things done, they have to listen to you. However, I also feel like there are times when Chichi just assumes that you're ready to fight her, and she's already fighting you, right?
Okay, so I'd say, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really surprised when, you know, the whole chaos started, because I mean, it's Chichi. But I feel like, you know, we all have different styles of leading, and when someone is on that seat, you should respect them. So if Chichi is, we all know Chichi is a bit defensive, she's always thinking everyone's coming for her, so she's ready. So I just feel like they should have, if I was in the house, I would just be like, okay, this is Chichi, I need to just keep quiet with her, be patient with her, understand her a bit more. I think they didn't really dance to a tune like that.
But does she want to be understood though?
She does. Actually, she does. She wants to be understood. But because people already expect Chichi to. So they don't have that patience for her. But if they'll be a bit more patient, she would have had a smooth run.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, but what did that? Okay, I understand the thing you said, but even I don't think her deputy HOH that she picked by herself did anything to her. That she said that you go tell me who be the HOH, if not me or you. What happened? What has gotten to this point? You know, I'm never saying that the HOH, I don't want to say it got to her. I don't want to say it got to her. I won't say that's the case, because I know for a fact that it can be easy to, you know, boss adults. You tell them what to do. Yeah. But at the same time, I just feel like Chichi, if you say 1, she's hearing 200.
Yeah. The thing is, Chichi doesn't like it when people oppose opinions. She feels like she already has that thing. This is what I think. I think she already has that thing when she feels like nobody's listening to me, nobody cares about my opinions, they don't value my opinion. So even if you want to disagree with Chichi, you have to make her know that, see, what you're saying makes sense. But if you just come from, no, Chichi, she should get defensive immediately. So I feel like they just had to understand that a bit, to just give her that, oh yes, HH, you are right, but why don't you, instead, with what you're saying, let's do this also, as opposed to, no, Chichi doesn't work. Once you come from that point of view, she's not going to listen to you.
So everybody should baby her. Okay, cool.
So it's not even about being
baby her. Just understand her.
People on an emotional level, nobody wants to be disrespected.
Exactly.
So if you feel, okay, there's a certain way you can reach out to people, you know, like act preemptively. So you kill the problem before it starts.
When you understand the person, you know how to approach them.
The problem that's it's subjective. So not everybody might see what you're trying to kill as a problem, but for you don't want to be disrespected, and that's why I see the relationship between her and Fina. Fina was like that. Yeah. You know, when we're having tasks and, you know, she's trying to bring up ideas and all that, because people already have that idea. Okay, Fina is the person who just come out and shouts, and who they always feel like, okay, she doesn't have that intelligence. Yeah, you know, in the house I had to actively defend her. You know, tell her to talk, you know, to everyone, because she has this thing where she won't tell you what you've done until the third strike. And not everybody works like that, especially given the dynamic of that house. When things happen, we're kind of people that say it immediately. We don't like to let things linger. So you need to say things actively. So imagine being the head of house, and people are looking at you as a leader. That pressure is there. You don't want to. Sometimes it doesn't even come from, okay, not being disrespectful. You don't want to disappoint sometimes. So because you disappointing them, you're disappointing yourself, and you're telling them, okay, you guys are right about me. So from that point of view, I actually do understand where she's coming, where she came from.
So for me, she gives me, I see a lot of similarities between Chichi and Queen in my set.
Right.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, there's a lot of similarities. So they are babies at heart. They love to love, right? But when they give themselves, or when they're under pressure, for instance, that HOH seat is a lot of pressure, first of all. And then you don't relate with everybody so cool. You have some people that you don't even want to talk to because you feel like they attack you at the slightest opportunity. So being in that space, she's already worked up. Her best friend is Fina, right? That's the only person that she can communicate with. She's under pressure, right? And she feels attacked. So if you see, you have to be careful the truth that you say to her.
God bless you.
Right. So even if you're trying to say something, Chichi, I think that you're rude. If you say it's Chichi, I think you're rude, she would think that you hate her. So you have to say it's emotional intelligence.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a way you have to communicate with those kind of people. So I think being on that seat, in that space as HOH, there's a lot of pressure that comes with it. And she already feels like, oh, I'm here. Everybody's going to come for me. I'm going to be attacked. So there's that defense, that wall already that she would just build. You know, that's it.
Yeah. I understand. I also think that, you know, she needs to also relax. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because every time, if people are like, okay, this is how this person is, but it can, it can somewhat get tiring. Like, just relax. It's
Not
not
always walk on eggshells around you every time.
Yes,
It's
do you know what I
exhausting.
mean? Just sometimes, just relax. Because like you're saying, she's soft. Because there were times where she actually cried. Because she's like, I'm just trying to do this. But you're not even really trying to listen to what people are saying. So it's just like, everything's just scattered.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, obviously, I get it 100. Now, let's go to evictions.
Okay.
When they said that this season, I don't even know, because this eviction, if anything has shocked me in this season, is this eviction. So when you left, I was like, this is a painful one, especially for your level.
Yeah, people keep saying
I was like,
that.
this is not good. So now I was like, I was sure of yesterday's evictions. I knew who was going to go. I was like, yes.
I didn't say Adekunle in the finals, but I can't even lie. I was shocked. I was very shocked. Really shocked. I didn't see him in the finals.
I feel like Adekunle.
I was shocked Groovy
I
also
don't want to
there.
say he's a misunderstood person,
I
but
actually did see him.
yeah, I
nice.
did as
I didn't-
well.
He's a very intelligent.
No, I'm not judging by his
He's
person.
slow.
I'm judging
He's
by
very
like.
brilliant.
He's very brilliant.
Yeah,
He's very
he is
brilliant.
very brilliant.
I'm
I
not
like-
judged
I
by
like
personality. I'm
Adekunle.
judging
I think
by
he's the
like.
one person that has a strategy.
I agree with you.
Yeah. He knew what he was coming into already. He's made his plans from outside. They don't make noise. If you notice, Adekunle's
Yes.
team, they don't make
Yes.
noise,
Because I didn't see any promotional.
but they know what they are
Yeah.
doing. And he's just low key. See,
And Brian
if you
as well.
just go on Twitter and tweet Adekunle, you will see the numbers from tweets to retweets to likes. That's when I knew that this guy has an army behind him. And he's low key. He's not even pompous about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's not. He knows what he's doing.
You say he's not pompous about it?
He's not. He's
Okay.
not.
How is he?
No, he's not. He's not.
He's
at
not
all.
pompous about it.
He's not.
He's me. Adekunle, obviously, like, the thing is, nobody is perfect. So obviously, humans, things will happen. You guys may not agree on things, but I think that I saw him in top 5. I did. He has always been in my top 5. I've always liked him.
I think
from the get-go.
I think most people are surprised that he's in
I am
there.
surprised.
Yeah.
That's not to say that he's not
actually.
deserving of
Of
it.
course.
He is, but I'm surprised. I didn't see him, but I have to give him credit. A very brilliant person.
Yeah.
He can not manipulate. No, that's the wrong word. But he can make you evict yourself and say, no, Adekunle deserves to be here over me. He can make you say, you know what, Doyin. Me, I'll just say, let me leave. Adekunle deserves the spot. He can talk you into believing that, he's the man for that money. I'm sure if they sit down and pitch to Big Brother right now, Big Brother will give that money to Adekunle.
Yeah.
You know, when I was
Adekunle
thinking
is
about
very
pitching, when he was
brilliant.
talking to Chichi, I was just looking at him like this. I was like, if I was Chichi, he'll be one of my picks. Like, I would consider picking him. So, I see
To
that.
be honest, if anybody else was deserving to be a rider this season, would have been Adekunle.
That's
he would have,
more like
he
it.
would have been a fantastic rider.
Imagine him and Chichi doing that.
Yeah. Did you-
Him and what's
Let
his
me
name?
not ask
Chichi's
questions.
name. Please ask. What do you want to
I
ask?
think
you
a
can
level would have made
Did you
prefer rider.
ever think of cheesy as a rider?
Not a rider, I just thought it was a fake housemate.
You did?
The way he used to scream in the house, and then when I was speaking to him personally, he wasn't that person. So I just like, one of these personalities is fake. Is it that this boy is screaming because he's fake, or he's being calm with me because it's a strategy? I was like, there's something. And I asked him, I'm like, are you a fake housemate? He's like, no, but when you come out, don't worry, you find out something. And I don't want you, don't be
I think he
disappointed
likes
though.
her. Yeah. He likes
But do you think he likes you?
I think he does. Why not?
I think he does. I
As
think
in-
he does. It was
I
easy
know,
on
what's
you.
there not to like?
It was easy on
He
you.
was
but it
different with Doyin.
Yeah, it was easy on you. When it comes to you,
How did that make you feel? I'm asking how that made you feel. Why? Because of the situation or situations you were in the house. Let's start from the very beginning. I mean, you liked what you liked. You liked Shegs, and you had, said it, but like whatever happened, and that went, and then there was Syph in the mix.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying hard to say finally, but being in that position where, okay, how did that make you feel? Honestly, with Chizzy, I mean.
Okay, at the start of my journey, I just wanted to have a friend.
Right.
I wanted to have someone in the house I could trust, because I was so worried. Like, I felt like I couldn't trust anyone. Like, if you tell someone how you feel, they'll go and gist about you with other people.
BBN
So-
is like Hunger Games.
I'm
It is
telling
Hunger
you.
Games.
Crazy.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So, I mean, when I met Cheesy, of course, it was a breath of fresh air. I'm not even going to lie. Like, and also just seeing how he was so calm with me and so sweet and so respectful, of course, it made me feel happy, it made me feel special. It made the house a lot better for me to live in. Because before Cheesy, I'd gone to meet Big Brother to say, it's either you give me a psychologist or you let me go home. I was done. It was too much. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I actually saw a psychologist in the house. But like when I saw Cheesy, I didn't even need a psychologist again. Like when I started talking to Cheesy, everything just became better. Like the experience. I'm not saying love. No, but it was just nice to have someone that I know that he wasn't behind my back saying anything that I would hear later and be sad.
Yeah.
I just knew it was for me and it was good.
I think Cheesy is that guy. I think when he came in, everyone was so like unsettled because of his persona and everything. I think I said to Dan, I like this guy. Because he's so real.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he brought that familiarity.
Yeah.
So because there's a certain ideology in Big Brother's house. Either you're a rich kid or I just like how he didn't care.
Yeah.
I just like that about him.
And he had a great chance if he was actually
100%. Yeah, if he was a real housemate. Yeah.
If he was a real housemate, he would be in the final.
Yeah,
I think
so
a great
too.
chance. Well, hold on, I've not finished, yeah. So also because I like to hear two sides of the coin, and this is me being very honest. I don't judge based on one side. Okay. I had listened to one of your diary sessions, and you had said, and you were asked about Deji, and your response leaves rent-free in my head. I don't see him, I don't know about him, I don't care about him. My question is, I know that you guys were cool at some point. He gave you fragrances and whatnot for your birthday and stuff.
2 bottles.
He
did.
When did it get bad?
I think it got bad for me when Chichi started disrespecting me. I felt like Deji put me in a situation where I was disrespected constantly. She would randomly call me out of my name and say, "Oh, you're coming for my man." And I was just upset with him because I had asked him many times, "Are you with this girl so I can take a step back?" And you just say, no, we're not together. No. But for some reason, she felt like they were together. So I just felt like if he would told me that he had something, I would have stepped back. So the fact that he wasn't honest enough with me to let me know that, something is going on between me and this girl, so I can take myself out of the situation. And he just put me in a position where Chichi would we can just be sitting and Chichi would be like, "Oh, that bitch wanted."
Oh, wow.
My God, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
It's fine.
That one's come from my man. And I would never respond to that. But it was really hurtful. And he was in my face a lot of times. And I just didn't like that. So for me, he was just, I couldn't see him. I'm like, if you disrespect me like this, or you put me in this way to be disrespected like this, I don't want to see you. I don't want to know you. He just didn't exist to me in that house.
But look at Cheesy now. I love. It's sweet. Go on, dear.
You are annoying. Speaking about Cheesy, so there was this one time in the house that Cheesy had mentioned to you that you should, I don't know how he put it, something about just being careful with Bella and Shex or something like that. And when he said it, I understood it. And I said, that's good. That's a good one. Because there are times when you would be a therapist for them because they used to come and pour their problems on you. Like they will have one issue with you. They'll just, you know what I mean? And when he said it, I was like, yeah, because there are times where you do that. You speak to them or you be their listening ear, but they'll still talk about you. Yeah. Especially Bella. Things happen. So when Chidi said that to you, obviously you can't see everything that's happened. We see more than you. So I understood it. But you went to go and tell them that Chidi said. I was like, no, this is a love situation. He's looking out for you. What's this?
Okay, what happened that day was I wasn't upset that Cheesy was trying to advise me. I was upset. There was already a narrative in the house that I was always putting myself in the middle of people's relationship or whatever, right? I just felt like Cheesy is my person, right? Yeah. And if he wanted to tell me that, I didn't like that he said it in front of the whole table, because before he had that conversation with me, I was inside speaking with Shex and Bella, and there was a whole they were like, I don't know how many people, but there were lots in the kitchen, and then he said it to all of them. He's like, "Oh, people should not be putting their mouth in couple relationship, So I just was upset with him. I'm like, these people are already saying this thing. Even if you wanted to tell me, you could have called me aside and told me. So I didn't like that he said it in front of them, because I felt like he was now endorsing the narrative. So I was upset. Should I have reacted the way I reacted? No, because that was cheesy. But at the time, I was here. I was going to react to anything that they say. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But it was wrong. My reaction was very wrong.
I agree.
I do have questions. Yes. I like how she owns up to stuff. She's just really sweet. Khalid. So one thing I really like about you is the fact that, and I'm all for it, I feel like when you like something, and that also endeared me to Doyin as well. When you like something, when you want something, it's okay to own it with your full chest. You get me? Why are we beating about the bush? Clear example would be, how you guys come from the house and your media rounds and you're saying, for example, Jaypaul and Sasuke. And do you like, and the answers are always, I don't know. What? Can you just say what it is? Let's move. And I had seen some of your interviews and you had, will I say rightly defined or somewhat defined what it is that you had with Daniela? And I respect that, right? I'm also speaking from a concerned person's point of view because I was watching the show with a friend and we had an argument. And the argument was, Omo, if not me and I'm saying this, I don't think, will he take his statements back? What? So my question now is, what is your stance? Especially after seeing the dynamics, that have happened with, is this a triangle or a rectangle at this point? I'm even confused. What exactly?
Nothing. It may just be that somebody's baby's hot cake.
Are you his mouthpiece?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm listening.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So what is your?
Okay, so I think guys like to push the narrative that we're hard guys. When the going gets tough, you start to withdraw. No, I'm not a man of regret. If I do feel something for you, I will let you know. I'm not telling you because I'm a fool or I'm way too gone. I'm telling you because I'm feeling it and I just want to let you know. It doesn't mean that if you start to fuck up that I will keep pushing, because I like you that much. Now I can easily detach myself from them. I'm just letting you know, I like you. And that's what I did with Daniela. I feel the reason why she keeps calling my name and everything, because there was no guessing.
Right.
Hence, boundaries, very important. It stops a lot of nonsense. Like, it stops a lot of nonsense. So, with the whole, me leaving the show, and because I was her emotional anchor in the house, I saw that she was very timid, start of the show. She would always come, I always made fun of her for that. Like, she would come out of the room, she'd look at everybody on the table, be like, and go back. And I was genuinely worried. I was like, because I didn't even see myself liking her. I didn't like her, not in the sense that, she was a bad person or anything. I just didn't see her. She didn't see me too. I think we are the most unexpected.
Very unexpected. We didn't see it coming.
Because even nobody in the house saw it. Not even Beauty. So I went check up on her, I was always telling her, go for your task, do this, try and don't be so timid. There's this thing where she doesn't like to make a scene, which is good. But at the end of the day, if you're too timid, if you're too sweet, they go chop you finish.
Alright,
yeah. So I always like to make her understand that she can speak out. She has every right to speak out. So you shouldn't enclose yourself in your own space. Your own space is very dangerous. It's because that's where you're comfortable, and comfort is the killer of all success. So I always like to hype her up and do all that. So coming out of the house, and seeing everything that was happening, I understand Daniela deeply, because we are kind of why I think I was drawn to Daniela, because we're kind of the same people. Everything that I am right now is due to will. If you know the amount of will it takes for me to just be me, be emotionally intelligent and understand people, it's not a strategy. It's something. It's a skill. It's a skill at this point in time.
Right.
I know how to understand people. So it's not because I'm just trying to be naive. I can as well give you hot thoughts. I can as well cause chaos and all that. But I think that's where my true strength lies. The fact that I know I can cause all these things and do all these things, but I choose not to. So everyone is like, do this, do that, forgive her. It's my choice in the end. From everything I've seen, I'm not an option. In the sense that
I love it.
I'm not an option, because
I literally said the same thing.
In 2 weeks, because even if I spent 3 weeks, we didn't start dating in the first week, but in 2 weeks, I was able to plant something that lasted even to the end of the show. My absence was more important than certain people's presence.
I love it.
Okay.
And it's not.
Oh my God, I love it.
The thing is, it's not because I think I've been walking on eggshells around, because I don't want to even talk about the matter deeply, but I'm walking on eggshells around the whole P. And I understand that Daniela is a very emotional person. Very, very emotional person. So people have different love languages. There's gifts, there's gifting, there's touch, there's words of affirmation, and what have you. So everybody acts different. And when you're in the house, I keep saying this thing. I said it when I came out of the house. It does something to you. I think for me, it was I didn't have an anchor in the house. Even Daniela wasn't my anchor, because I feel if she was evicted before me, I would still be fine. Because I'm self-sufficient in the sense that growing up, even as much as I had, my family, I always had myself. I'm that kind of person that I love my space.
Right.
I sit down and I think. Like, I'm very sure you've heard people in the house say, okay, I will just sit down at one place on a certain spot.
I mean, we saw that.
I'm lost in my own space. Every man should be able to do that.
Right.
Because you shouldn't be carried by the wind. You know, you should know how to set boundaries, tell people cause the whole alcohol thing that happened, you know, that's where I set because in as much as if I like you, I would defend you anyway.
Okay.
With my full chest. But you should play your own part to not put me in that position also.
Okay.
If I am put in that position eventually, even after telling you, I would defend you hoo-ha. I'll caution you, we'll get behind, you know, cameras and all that. But I have to tell you my grievances. And I think people these days are so, what's the word I'm looking for? They're so naive. People tend to forget that you're growing. You're not going to be living this hot baby life, this hot guy life, you know, for the longest time. You'll get married, you'll settle. If you can't take caution, if you can't take heed to people's advice, how do you expect to, if you can't set boundaries, how do you expect, you know, to live a good life at the end of the day? I might not have been in her life to be her boyfriend or whatever, but or even, you know, be in anybody's life to be their friend or anything, but I always like to believe that if our paths to cross, I should leave a tangible memory.
And you clearly did with hers, because she keeps talking about it till tomorrow. Even yesterday, she said it as well after the evictions, that if it was anybody, it would be Khalid, but she doesn't know the dynamics now, obviously, because of what has happened. And I love that you say that. It's so beautiful to hear.
Okay,
I love it.
So
Deep breath. Welcome to Khalid's Tech Talk.
Yes.
Like, honestly.
If Big Brother allowed guardian angels
Right.
in the house and I was Khalid's guardian angel, you would have heard me shouting a couple of times, don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Wow.
I've been there, bro. Been there, done that. So here's the thing. Love actually exists in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. You make real connections with people in the house. But the Big Brother show is an experiment, not just only on the housemates, but also on the viewers.
Yes.
So there's a lot of narrative that starts to go around. It happened for me. I mean, I was there, same story. I was there for her. I'm trying to avoid.
Got her
name.
flowers.
Yeah,
Flower
try to
boy.
avoid which name. Okay, we don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, we don't know.
Proceed.
But I was there for her.
Right.
Same thing when she came in. She felt like she was the youngest person. She felt timid as well. She was always on her own. I tried to bring, focus on tax. Let's push. I remember how many tax I pushed. But then I come out to the narrative that, I was covering her shine.
Yeah.
Narrative that, I was using her and all that stuff. And it hurts. But I kept pushing and saying, in fact, even in my media rounds, they kept asking me, do you think that she manipulated you, triangle and all that stuff? I said, no, that's not the kind of person she is. I defended, I did all that stuff. But I chose breakfast in a different way. So here's the thing. I wasn't looking forward to a relationship. I was looking forward to great friendship. Genuine friendship, and that's what, so this thing, the toxicity with the fans, and a lot of people watch on Twitter. They watch Big Brother on Twitter. They don't sit down and actually watch the show. So they watch this thing and then there's all this narrative and it's happening again. It repeats itself every season. There's toxicity. I don't know what people have against love, but they seem to hate love. But love actually exists amongst human beings.
What's up, Chichi? You
What
will never find love.
What I feel is people have reflected their insecurities to the house because let's be honest, we're just scapegoats for the masses. Let's be very, very honest. And that's why I would never, like, people's narrative, people's comments, or whatever, it doesn't mean shit to me. Like, you can say and shout and I'll still do what I need to do, because at the end of the day, can you beat your chest that if you were in my position, you would do this, you would do better?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, everybody shouting, you're hating and doing that. Let's be fucking honest. If Beauty Tukura came here, if Doyin was here, and your haters came in front of you, and you told them, I want to give you my life in exchange for yours, all the haters that are shouting, they will jump at that. So,
of course,
I hear everyone is just chatting worse. And like, honestly, I look at I love like hate mail.
Really?
I don't like. See, that's the thing people don't understand about haters. Haters, they say, okay, they say things about you, definitely. But it's left for you to now pick out the ones that are kind of true or even true. Or sieve out the ones that aren't and build yourself. People dwell too much in the negative and like, oh, this person said this about me. To me, it's a building block. You don't know you're making me better.
True, sure.
You have no. I love my haters. Oh my god! I think this.
Wow.
It fuels your energy.
It fuels. Like I remember this HOH, the Kidax challenge, when Fina was gassing Hermes up. I told her, like, this thing you're doing, they work. Like, my boy was getting ginger.
Yeah, he was getting motivated.
Like, that's my guy right there. You don't know what this thing does. Because, see, there's certain people that are different breeds. And the thing is not pride. I just know. I just know myself way too much.
All right, so let's talk about the evictions. We're speaking about, people leaving and whatnot. So Groovy left on Sunday.
Yeah.
I would say I was surprised. I wasn't. I was just like, it's.
You weren't surprised? I was surprised.
I wasn't.
You were surprised.
I honestly thought finance
Like,
people would vote for him, to be honest. I was shocked.
No, stop it.
Doyin, why do you say no?
To be honest,
I'm being honest.
that's the name of the show. For the last 2 weeks,
Right.
yeah. Aside, if you have to talk about Groovy, you have to mention Fina.
Of course.
Groovy did not have a content on his own aside Fina
Yeah, but
for like 2 weeks. So he's been riding on that.
apparently it didn't work for him this
And then
time.
look at everybody there now. It's battle of the heavyweights.
Which heavyweight? They made it easy. We know who is going to win. If it's not Brian, it's
We still
Fina.
don't know who's going to win.
No, but
I
I
would say
mean,
we know.
I
don't think we know.
let's be honest about
know.
it.
Strategically, which hasn't actually worked for anybody. Strategically, if you want to say who is going to win, definitely look at the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
But there's so many things that have happened
Yes.
over the course of time that
You can't say.
I won't lie.
That was a little
I didn't
controlled.
expect Hermes to.
That's why I was getting
No,
to.
I didn't watch. I didn't even watch because I haven't been watching the show.
Right.
I'll be very honest. I haven't been watching. I've been busy with other things. I think my guy just called me. Was like, "Your guy don't come out." I was like, wait. I didn't even know he was talking about Big Brother. I thought maybe he's one of my guys that left somewhere. Like, who would be my guy? Hermes. I was so shocked.
I was very shocked.
Me too.
I was driving and I was like, what the
I was
heck?
like, you kidding
I was
me?
like,
telling you.
wow. I was watching. I was like,
But wait, why
Honest-
people shocked?
No,
I don't understand.
I'll say something.
At
yeah.
that point, I threw logic out the window, man.
No,
yeah,
no,
anything can happen.
I was surprised because I feel like if there's one person, everybody there deserves to be in finals, right? But if there's one person that's single-handedly, like alone on his own, he gave us a show. That was Hermes.
It's Hermes.
Yeah.
Hermes sleeping and waking up. Hermes eating. Hermes is a show.
You would sit down
like
and watch him.
yeah,
and you're
so
not
that's
bored.
somebody that
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be there.
Yes.
Something
Yes.
was wrong with me, Sha.
Yeah, maybe
No.
some-
No,
Something is
Hermes-
wrong with me.
Hermes is
Intelligence.
a show,
Amazing.
yeah.
Wow.
Like
Yes.
I was very surprised, and then to me, so I won't say that I saw him out like he was my winner. Let me not. I'm like, what, Hermes deserves to win. However, if he doesn't win, no wahala. But he deserves to be in top 5. And I was already certain. Like I wasn't thinking too much of it. Like these evictions, I did not see him. I was like, Groovy, Shegs, giving that lad the week before Shegs was like bottom
Yeah, I saw
3.
Shegs.
I was like, then. Who else? Who was there? I didn't see Brian leaving, obviously.
Obviously,
Who else?
yeah.
I was like, I didn't just see him as leaving. So him going, I'm like, wow, this is a painful one.
No,
Very painful.
Even
Very.
the fact that he left, I'm not worried.
That's
about
the
him.
thing.
Like
No,
that's
he'll do great.
you see, that's the thing.
will
That's
be
the thing about
fantastic.
people like
Hermes will be fine.
people like
Yeah.
Hermes. They've redefined success for themselves. It's
Yes.
not 100 million.
Yeah.
It was same with me. Like in 3 weeks, I'm still. You get, for him, I'm not even worried. So him coming out
I'm
like,
not worried at all.
I actually saw you going to top 3, but I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool
like
because
it's-
you could even
you'll be
tell
fine.
when he stepped on stage the love
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
fans.
Yes.
You're
Massive.
talking about the 100 million. You see, the money can finish.
To finish.
It can finish.
Is it even
here.
100 million? Like
It's
100
not about
million?
the
I
money.
think
not.
what
Yeah,
people,
no.
what people don't understand is winning isn't
Success.
isn't money.
It's not.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
And when you get into Big Brother's house, you get carried away. Because I would say you get carried away with the 100 million. You're focusing on the 100 million. You don't focus on what you want to do after. Because I think people go in and they think, okay, once I'm in Big Brother, I've been given a platform. You don't reason what kind of platform.
Yeah.
You come out and think, okay, endorsements just start coming out like pia pia. Nah, that's
It's
how
magic.
it is. You need to, success has to be a mindset because
Yup. Preach.
exactly. So when because we're roommates, we talked about a lot of these things extensively. We had plans and all that. So him going in, me going in, I already understood that if I don't win this 100 million, no shaking. Because even before the show, we already defined what success was to us.
And that's very good, and that's very important, because obviously it goes beyond, like, it's such a big platform that you know that it's not necessarily about the end price. It's about what you're able to do with this platform that you'll be giving. So I really see him as doing very well. Like,
I always say, for
it.
me, the biggest success for me was walking in through those doors on the first day.
Yeah.
Just walking in, and you know how many millions of people are watching.
Yeah.
So they now know your name. You can walk into doors without having to introduce yourself.
Thank you. I always say that.
You get,
like, that is
that's
the best big flex.
thing.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So now is what you do
with it.
afterwards with it. Now you can't sit down and expect people to come and look for you.
Start looking for you.
You have to go out there.
Yeah.
Now they will see you. Oh, Housemates. Oh my guy, Doyin. You know, Khalid. Now they know you. It's a face card.
Yep.
Do you know how many times police have stopped me and they say they want to take picture with me? It was a different story before. Yes.
This your hair.
It was a different story.
It gets you in the room. Now what you do in the room is all on
It's
you.
all that matters, really.
You know, that's
speaking
great.
about eviction as well and reactions, and that person that left the house was Shegs. I won't say I was surprised. I wasn't surprised. But so the reaction, was I surprised? I don't know. I don't want to say surprised, but I was just like,
No, literally, I was
Wow.
shocked too. I won't lie. I didn't think that,
You know.
like live audiences. If you've ever worked on one of those things before,
No
they give
matter
them
what
like cue
you-
cards, clap, So I felt like
it's
I
a
didn't
live
see the boo coming. People were hurling
they boo him?
insults.
Yeah.
You didn't see it. You didn't watch it.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh my word!
was
Somebody,
surprised. Oh
my
what was that name that
goodness.
somebody called him?
Someone said it there. Someone
Yeah,
said,
someone said
Mirror
it
guy,
there.
you know. And
Yes.
I was like, "Ooh."
On stage?
On
I watched
the
it.
audience.
No, in the
Oh
audience.
my
So there's like a raw
goodness.
footage of when all of them came out. So I was listening because everyone was like, I was like, because I watched the show live, but I watched that raw footage. I was like,
No, it was wild.
Like, it's not that deep.
No, why did
Like,
you say?
honestly.
Okay.
It's really not.
It's really not that, because, like you said on one of your interviews, like, they don't show the good parts and all. Like, these people are human beings.
Yeah.
So, like, why? Definitely, Twitter don't care about anybody.
Have you guys started getting death threats?
Death threats?
I haven't
No.
gotten any.
They're actually threats. People will come into your DM. So our lives are entertainment for these people right now, and they take it too serious.
it's crazy.
Like,
it's crazy.
way too
Excuse me,
serious.
hold on.
But-
Let me pick it back on that a bit. So I don't understand when you guys say it's not that deep or it's not serious. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm of the opinion that whatever I cannot defend or I cannot stand with my chest, I won't go on national TV and do it. I'm just saying. So you should also understand it, because you won't go on a show and don't do your homework, right? So you know the kind of show you're going on.
But the thing is, you go on that show, you think what you're portraying is what's being portrayed outside. There's a narrative.
Exactly.
There's
There's a narrative.
But
Exactly.
whatever is being portrayed is what you actually
That's-
did.
Yeah,
That's
but you're
the-
not
look,
seeing the whole
the
picture.
whole thing-
You're seeing from one
Let me
perspective.
use
You're not seeing the
let
whole
me use Farm
picture.
Savvy as an example.
Right.
When I came out, my guys were like, how far that Farm Savvy guy now? I was like, oh, yeah, it's cool. Like, he's cool. Like, I feel the guy was dumb. I was like, Farm Savvy dumb?
Exactly.
It was shocking to me. They said Kes was proud. Are you kidding me? These guys, Kes is one of the most down-to-earth person I have met. I love how real he is. I love how direct. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. When he wants to tell you the truth, he'll tell you the truth for free. Farm Savvy was I liked how easy it was to be around him. His smile was contagious.
Right.
When it came to medical situations, like, he was so intelligent that he doesn't even need to, like, really check up on you. Just that was this thing he did with Beauty, because there was a time she wasn't feeling too well. I was like, yo, Beauty isn't really feeling well. He just went there. This is what's happened. Spot on. Like, this guy is, but they don't show all those things. So when people come on, okay, this person's like, it's not like that. They don't show everything.
We can't
They
possibly
don't-
see everything.
So-
How many
Yeah.
housemates? It's not
So
possible.
let me tell you something that happened this season, and I was happy for. I was happy for the two levels, right? Because see, so for now the sets before, you have like 27, 26 housemates all in one space, right? And they are showing 24 hours, but they are not showing your 24 hours. They are picking highlights here, what's happening there, what's happening here. So now separated with two dedicated channels, I felt it was more interesting, and it would give each housemate more screen time.
Time, yeah.
So people will get to understand these people more and see them, because there are some housemates that in past seasons you will not even know this person was an housemate, because you don't even see them, you don't see their highlights, and you don't see anything about
Yeah,
them.
obviously,
And
because they need to give us
realistically,
interesting content.
realistically now, it's a reality show that promotes certain types of things. Do you think they want to put camera on you when you're talking about your dreams, your hopes?
So
No, think about it.
I get you, and I hear you, but speaking in context of like what we're talking about being, you know, the am I correct, the Shella situation, and like why he was booed. Obviously, what he was doing was in tandem with like the show's, you know, style or whatever, right? And I'm saying, my argument was, which is pretty much what we're having now, was did he do what he did? Yes. Am I seeing 24 hours? Of course not. Is it rounded in the sense that can we tell the entire story of what caused what he did? I think so. Because they're not sure. That's why I say I think maybe not, but I think so. Why? Because I cannot tell maybe what happened. How do I put this? It makes sense.
So,
but I can tell the story that led to that sick and that's crazy
it's
or whatever.
It's a narrative. They might not give you everything that you need, just so they could put your mind towards that narrative.
So are you saying that they push the narrative
I don't think
that they want the public to see?
So
that's what he's saying.
Here's what I think, right? Is for a fact they're not going to show things that are not popping. It's a show and they want to make money off their show. So they're going to show us people that are doing things that they know will catch the eye of the audience. Things that would, you know, that would bring conversation.
Emphasis on doing things.
Do you know what I mean? However, at the end of the day, I don't think, because I've never been in house, I haven't been in Housemates, but I don't think that they're going to tell somebody that you do.
No,
definitely
right?
not.
Exactly.
Definitely not.
So whoever is doing is of their own will.
Some things happen in the house that we on the inside would be like, wait, if people are watching, they would think this is scripted. But it's not scripted.
Exactly.
It's real.
Exactly.
Like
so I think I see what Charles is saying, right? In the case of the booing of Shegs and the whole Shella situation, because it's like week in, week out, we're talking about them and it's like, are they the only ones in the house? While you said something that people are against love. I don't know who said it. The truth is, I don't think people are against love.
So
people like, why do you think that these housemates went in for shipping?
For shipping immediately.
Because they know that the audience, if they see confirmed shipping, they would die.
I think people like love. I think they like love, but they like a specific kind of love. Yes, they like it when you are loving. If they notice that there's something wrong with this love, they will not support it.
Why should anybody support something that is wrong?
Yeah, and that's how it should be. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I don't think they don't like.
So
love.
here's what we saw clips that it just looked like Shegs was being outrightly disrespectful. Now I'm not going to say he wasn't a sweet man to her. Of course he was a sweet man. We're not always complaining about him being a sweet man. But there's a way that you disrespect somebody that now becomes alarming, which is things that a lot of people
especially when it's constant.
Right? Exactly. And I think that where it became even more alarming, because you know that social media, people will say their own.
Of course.
But Big Brother's show will go on. But you see, the day that Ebuka addressed it, I was like, then it's not that everybody.
And asked her if it's a love language for her.
You know what I mean?
Still trying to respect.
So he asked her. So it was like,
What?
look, is this? I feel like if I was Bella at the time, even any other housemates, if I was there, I'll now start to think about that. So obviously the housemates can't see everything. They can't see every time Bella and Shegs are doing stuff. So if I was just a regular housemate and I heard what Ebuka asked, I would have been thinking, are things happening that we're not seeing? So imagine me, a regular housemate, thinking like that. Then I feel like it would have been. In fact, I feel like Shegs deep down or something is wrong because the week after he was different. He was a little different in my opinion, you know.
Yes.
I think that he was less whatever he used to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's just narrative. There's actually something to question in what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? Because what they're showing us is whether or not it's highlights is still something to be worried about. It should normally not be. You know, I know you keep saying boundaries. You say boundaries in your relationship, but your relationship was a relationship that we liked. It was still romantic. I mean, when you said something about her drinking or not drinking, me, I was like, excuse me, who are you to tell her what to do? However, I don't know how to put it, but it was not a you are stupid, don't drink.
Yes.
Are you sick? Like
even if
you don't want her to eat suya, why are you telling her? Like the way he addresses things, UK boy or no UK boy, you're not the first UK person I'm meeting. Aggressive. And there are times you know that there are so many times that people are in manipulative situations, in relationships. You can talk from now till next year. The person in that relationship cannot understand what you're saying.
She doesn't get it.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
So like it's not that people outrightly hate somebody or they're just it's worrying.
No, it's not even like they outrightly hate the guy. So for everything that happens in there, it also happens in real life.
Exactly.
So people are seeing it.
They're living their reality.
Exactly.
This is some people's reality here.
Yeah. So nobody's going to say that
triggering.
this is cute. Even though people are saying it's cute and a man is I don't even understand how people are saying some of these things are cute. But like obviously people are like, this thing is see Big Brother, whether we like it or not, is somewhat a representation of life because there are different people there. So nobody wants to say that this thing is happening and we're not going to talk about it. We need to check it.
Have you not been in situations? We've seen situations where you know these people are not, they always quarrel, they are not compatible or some issues, and then you now go and advise your friend and say, oh, don't do this, and then they will now make up. And you are now the villain. That's the situation.
Yeah, she did.
So you now start to question. You start to question, like, wait, what kind of love is this?
Yeah.
Do you understand? But maybe they actually do care about themselves, but you cannot understand it.
They actually don't understand where they're coming from. Like, when there's disrespect, call it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Call it out. This is not sweet. It's not romance.
Hard. That's what we're saying.
But like,
I just think that both of them. I don't want to say that.
No, but you have to say it because you are the in-house therapist. You are the one that knows more than
You are
all
being
of us
honest.
here. In fact, your ear is full of their gist. So you're the only one.
I really think that individually,
Yeah.
both of them have things to work on.
Yeah, of course.
On themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, I think they didn't bring out the best sides of each other. I think if both of them had either played a solo game or were with other people, I don't know if we would have seen the sides to them that we saw. I don't think that they complement each other very well. And if they decide to maybe have something going forward, I think they would have to both go and work on each other. But I just hope that people understand that being in that house is a lot of pressure.
Yes.
Nobody wants to come out of that house to, all sorts of name tags. I just hope that as much as we recognize that there is a problem and there's some things that were not right with that relationship, I hope that we approach these people with love and with as much gentility as we can.
Because they're human beings.
They're human
At the end of
beings.
the day,
To be
Yes.
honest, in
Yeah.
every show, there's always the hero and there's always the villain.
Villain. Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that he has been chosen as the villain this season. I remember when Boma came, I was in the house, but I heard the story. When Boma came out last season, the whole world was celebrating. Yo, Boma is the bad guy. It was so bad for him that he couldn't go to the mainland. Like, he was getting threats. He
Yeah.
would drive in his car, they would come and knock. Boma, we no see na you, wind down. It was constant. So
I think that the fans are crazy.
Yes.
BBN fans. Because I'm not even on the show. We're just here talking and having a good time. But even me, you are coming from me.
our lives are not the
I mean,
same
I understand
anymore.
it, but like, it's just this whole Bella Shakes thing. It's not a thing of hate for normal people. Let me not say, but for normal people, I don't think it's a hate thing. It's more of it's coming from a place of concern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, let's look at
I also
it
like that you said that they should work on things individually.
Yeah, definitely.
Doing because it didn't rub me off the right way, seeing that she came on the show with the way she came on the show and the kind of expectations we had. I mean, she came in looking like she had won the show, right? And then we literally don't know anything about Bella per se. All we really talk about is the fact that she is in this relationship with this guy who's treating her badly.
She has not been
That's
able
all. Like,
to,
we can't say any other thing.
I feel like there
you
could
get
have
me?
been
Like,
more.
yes,
I think
because
Yeah, definitely.
there is more.
There
with
is
Bella.
so much more to
It's
both
done
of them
now.
actually,
The
but
show
we
is
wouldn't
done
see
now.
it because they just stuck with each other. Also.
So sad.
I wish they would have allowed themselves show individually and shown like who they are. Yeah.
Khalid, I need to ask you. You left pretty early, and it was even before the house merger. Do you think that this level 1, level 2 thing was a smart choice? Do you think that it did you dirty? If there was no level 2, level 1, do you think you'll have still been in the house?
I feel I would definitely have still been in the house.
Yeah.
But I still don't see, the separation of the houses as a bad thing. I'm someone who thrives on competition. And the whole level 1, level 2 thing gave me that. So personally, for me, I feel it was a good thing.
Well, maybe they should have changed that head of house game P. Head of house.
No,
I'm
no,
both
I
appointed.
beg.
I think, see,
I beg. No. I was happy, and I was very happy that Khalid left early because it was such a big
Competition.
Yeah, for us to level
When you
one.
left, we're like, this year.
That day he left, I was
Time.
like, Khalid is gone, thank God. So we can do this task. I'm telling you, yeah.
Because you were the only one trying that level, to be honest.
He was
At the
really,
time.
At the time.
I
the
think
time.
it's a detriment to them, the separation. Because
Yeah.
To their level.
now, there's some people that you'll not vibe with even now when you come outside. You don't know each other.
You don't know each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
You've met
Like I met Christy for the first time in the hotel. I'm like, I don't even think we ever spoke to each other like in the house. I don't even know her.
actually,
like that.
that's okay.
You think that's okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Because
Is he loner?
no.
Certified loner.
No, even if you're a guy in the house, there's something that you won't feel
That's the
like.
thing,
To be honest, yeah.
Everyone's person. At the same time, I'm still my person.
Right.
I don't have to be your friend.
Yes.
I'm not looking for friends.
You
Even
must be
amongst
my
the
spirit
level 2,
animal.
we don't have to be friends.
Yeah.
It's the narrative. Okay, because we're in the same house and because there's fake love and
Of
I'm
course.
not
True.
down for
Tell
that.
me about it.
I'm someone who I can clear you properly, and I wouldn't like to do that from a place of spite or So if I see that there's no need for unnecessary, just keep it to yourself.
Move on.
Yeah. So I don't have to know
wanna
everybody.
I want to ask you. We have to go soon. God, this This episode is meaning of. If you're looking for insightful,
I'm telling you,
come on this
the
episode.
wisdom in this episode.
I want to ask you something before you go. There are a few relationships in the house right now.
Yeah.
How many? Just one. Everybody has been.
Is there any in the house
let's
right
say
now?
they've been widowed. God forbid. In real life.
Stop. Why does this
do you,
ring a bell?
do you think that what Groovy and Fina have is a genuine one? That's my my closing question. Do you think it's a genuine one?
Honestly, I'm not inside any of them, so I can't know what their heart says.
From your
but
opinion,
based off what we're watching, I don't know. I think Fina truly, genuinely likes Groovy. I think she does. Groovy, I'm not sure. Like, we watched the last week, right? Everything he was saying. I just don't know how long it took him to realize that if you felt that way all the time, why waste the girl's time? That's how I feel.
I
think he always said that.
Did he always say it to her? I don't know.
But I think she wasn't listening.
She wasn't listening.
I don't even know if she truly likes him.
Yeah, but I feel
would say she
like
doesn't
you can tell someone you don't like them, but also don't entertain them.
Yes,
don't. Yeah, I think he
men are
entertained her a
wicked, so
bit.
you should know
I
that.
think he entertained her.
He did.
Yeah, I think he did. If he really didn't like her, he could have. She doesn't have low self-esteem. She's not insecure. If he had stayed away from her, she at some point should have also. Maybe he told her earlier. Maybe she too should have taken a step back. But I feel he entertained her a bit. I think he did.
I also think it's wisdom for you to also take a step back.
Yeah, definitely. She should. Okay, then it's on the both of them. But I think she really likes him. I can't speak for him because he said how he feels.
Same thing.
But I think she really likes him.
Jaypaul.
Well, I mean, I remember watching Doyin, the time where the beauty thing happened and he moved on to Fina. I don't know, you were having the conversation with Diane, in the room, and you had the conversation and you said, I don't understand this Groovy guy. You said a lot of the same things that you've said now. For me, I can't really read Fina. I can't really read her intentions. I don't know if what she has for the guy is true or not. But I know that she shows her heart.
Yeah.
Do you understand? She's been showing her heart in the game, and she has true friends. She has real friends. Everybody likes Fina, to be honest. Everybody likes Fina.
I love her.
Everybody loves her energy. So she's great. She's great at the game.
Okay.
I like her.
And I also know that if she's loving,
fantastic
if she has
at the game.
feelings for Groovy, I think she's using her sense at the same time.
Yes.
I think so, because
clear.
she see the fight that she had with Cheesy,
Yeah.
right? She and Cheesy are cool.
Yeah.
But she stood up for Groovy, and Cheesy said, why are you standing up for Groovy? And then she attacked Cheesy. Like, I'll stand up for him, he's my guy. I understood that. It's normal, right? But I cannot talk much. Anything anybody want to me then do.
we'll know about this shit when they come out.
anything,
We'll know more about this shit when they come
Yeah.
out.
I feel this season
yeah.
is just one big coping mechanism.
I don't think it's just season.
It's
You know
every
why?
season.
Because we've had
It's
people from
general.
previous seasons say,
It's every
look,
season.
in that house, everybody needs somebody.
I'm telling you.
Right? It's
You
not.
do.
It's not just that it's cold in the house. I need somebody. You actually need somebody to feel like, if everything is going south in this house,
I can talk to
there's
this
one person
person.
that I know that's my guy. So yeah, I
Yeah.
sort of understand.
You can talk to
when
me
all
without
these
making
things-
me feel like you love me. That's what I'm saying. Groovy obviously made
I
her
agree.
feel
I
special.
agree that he entertained her.
He did.
I think he entertained her.
For whatever reason, but it's okay. He's out now.
Anyway, so it's the final week, and I'm looking forward to how this week. I don't think there should be any trouble. Just I'm at least there's this week that
Chichi and
I'm
Bella.
going to see. I want to see. I don't even understand.
Let's
I want
go.
to see Bella this week, Sha. I just want to see Bella on her own. Just see her probably talk to other housemates more than she would normally talk to them and all that. If you're supposed to speak, I won't say give me your top anything. We already have the finalists. If you're going to pick one winner, just one. Let me start with Jaypaul. Who would it be?
One winner, Brian.
No problem. That's a good one. Khalid?
Now your eyes. Brian.
That's a tough one. That's a very tough one because I would have picked, if I was Khalid, I would have picked Daniela because
You're not Khalid.
why not? That's what I say, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Brian?
You said
That's
Brian.
yours, right?
No, I'm still saying his
Okay,
own. I'm still
his own.
shocked.
Okay, so mine,
Shocky.
any of the women, honestly, any of the women.
Women power.
Yeah.
Yeah, women, I see. I think that
Yeah.
there's a possibility of a woman winning
Yes.
this season.
Who's yours?
Me?
Yeah.
Hemis.
Is out.
it was Emmys.
But I
I mean,
would-
he's a winner.
So yeah, obviously
regardless,
he's a winner. So here's what Brian is obviously strong, but I'm just like,
I don't know why.
yeah.
I really can't explain why.
You can't explain why he's strong.
And when I say strong, I don't mean his personality. I mean from the fan base and all whatnot.
There are certain moments in the house that are very important in the Big Brother game.
Like,
Your entrance is one of the most important.
Okay.
And Brian's entrance is what till today has carried him through the show. Yes, he had the biggest ovation, energy through. You know,
he's a cool
no,
guy.
but even apart from that, like Brian, I don't know what's there not to like. He's very stylish.
He's a cool guy.
If you look at him, you
He's
already he's
cool
very
guy.
stylish, very intelligent. He's very emotional, so sometimes can be very dramatic. So he gave us a bit of drama too.
Best thing,
Like
you
there's
don't
so many
have
things.
emotional intelligence. Every time he said that thing, half the time he wasn't being emotionally intelligent.
You know what I like?
No, I like
What I
the
like-
fact that he wore his heart on his sleeve.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
tabled it properly. Like you tell, I'm feeling this way, and this is how I'll listen to your own parts, but also
But let
listen
me
to me.
speak,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I
I feel
that.
like there are a lot of Gen Z people that can relate to Brian. He's very expressive too.
Yeah.
I feel this way. I'm just gonna say it, and it's just nice to look at because of the way he
in
dresses.
level
Remember
two,
when
I think
he
aside
fought
Saif,
Yamaka?
he was one of the people I could relate to because
it was real.
he's one of those people that you don't really need to explain much. Like when
get it.
Saif, I, and Brian are on the same table, when we're talking about, even if we're talking about things we're not supposed to talk about, we don't even need to say a guy have a, like there's certain things and you want that bro code was just there, and I don't know, there's nothing to not like
Yeah.
about Brian. Let's
cool
be
guy.
It's very easy to like.
What I liked the most about him was his ability to say "I'm sorry." when
Exactly.
he's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, he's fire too. He will come, but he calms down later and he says to you, "Say I'm sorry for what I said," and then everything is cool. So he's a cool guy. Cool guy.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm not a troublemaker. Have you seen Saif?
Yes, I have. Well, yeah, we have a good friendship.
So when Cheesy comes out, are you going to pick one?
No, Saif and I have already spoken. We have a good friendship, and that's where we're leaving it at.
That's good. So
Yeah.
my guy Cheesy has a chance. You guys are cute. Oh, you guys are cute. You will not say that, then you're cute.
No, they
Thank
are
you.
very cute.
They are cute. You know they are cute.
No, I really think they
We
are.
love it. Yeah, you guys
I
are
Are you
think-
sure? I'm not sure. You sound a bit
No.
sarcastic.
I
Okay.
think that you
No,
guys
he's a
are really
wicked
cute. I
person,
was
but
wow.
No, I think everybody enjoyed you guys on screen.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
real.
It was a breath of
Yeah.
I
fresh
want to
air.
go. You can't tell. I want to go. Should I?
You know what I enjoyed the most? Let me
Romance.
tell you what I enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
Cheesy is very,
Yeah.
eccentric. But with you could tell he was trying to be intentional.
And we didn't see it
Yeah.
coming.
No, we didn't.
Even I didn't
It was
see it coming.
beautiful.
I watched some of our videos and I literally teared up. I'm like,
was
oh my
beautiful.
God, this is so nice to watch. That's me watching our videos. Like, I didn't even
done.
know.
She teared up. It's
It's
done.
finished.
People
Over.
collected himself because of
He's
shame.
going.
Fina called him out.
Boy, you
Yeah.
know. But it's okay.
I felt
But he
bad.
didn't say a
Don't
word.
worry. He didn't say what.
Because he's not a boy.
He's not.
Yes.
He's not.
But he
He's
can
not
do
pushover.
anything for the
Not.
woman he likes.
Question.
That's the
Intention.
man.
Question
we want.
doing.
Very intentional.
That's it.
How did you know? Because I knew you had a feeling that you were a house guest and you were not
Yeah.
in competition in the house. How did you know?
She's a Yoruba girl. Do you know why? Let me
when
tell
we didn't play that HOH game, I'm just like, this is common sense. Like,
Yes.
if you can really think about this thing, you would know that.
Exactly.
Nah.
Because I felt like the rest of them they felt like they were even already in the final. No, I'm just like, relax.
I think they were
When
just very
Doyin
confident.
entered levels 3. She didn't. Do you see the way she entered? Like,
She didn't touch
She
anything.
was just calm down. Because I say she's a Yoruba girl. Because Yoruba people, they are not there till they are very, very
Yeah.
there. She was just like,
I didn't even want to take off my shoes because I'm like,
Yes.
in case they're coming to take me out. Because I'm just like, nah.
Elisa was so confident. He was already walking inside. I say, I'm my guy. Anyways, it's cool, Sha. It's good to believe in yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
I absolutely love this episode. You guys are fantastic. You guys are also, of course, Jaypaul is doing well. I don't even know how we're even able to get you this morning. We thank God.
People are so busy. Do you
You're not too
understand?
I
busy
do
for
like this
us.
now.
Yeah. And I hope the stardom is not really hitting you guys. You know, it's the life that you chose. So
Actually, though,
Amazing.
like funny enough, like as much as we're celebrities, I actually don't feel, like a celebrity. I feel very normal, and I like the fact that
yeah, so it's not
Let me
overwhelming.
tell you
it's not-
something.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's Nigeria. Go to Ghana first.
Bro, leave
Nigerians,
Lagos.
you don't-
It's
leave
not
Lagos.
Niger- just
Leave
leave Lagos.
Lagos.
Every time I leave Lagos,
Go to
I
Asaba
another
first.
state. Bruh.
You will
like,
feel it.
it's not even about like people shouting my name or anything. I think
Right.
it's just the me thing.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
it's just very, really calm.
Me, that's your own experience. Me, I'm feeling it too. Because hey, God, the pressure has been something else.
You're West
You
Side.
just post one picture, they say, oh, you didn't adjust your. I'm like,
Oh,
how
my
do you notice
goodness,
these
that
things?
one.
Oh, leave
Oh,
the
you
comments.
didn't stand
But that's
well.
the thing, yeah.
Oh, you
I think
didn't.
I've
I'm
already tailored my mindset. I don't owe you
Yes.
all this.
To
You know,
be honest,
even
like-
if you're wishing me well,
Yeah.
I don't owe you that pace you're putting me.
Yeah,
at.
but people have supported you for so long.
Yeah,
you
so you
want
can't
to,
just-
you don't want them to feel like, oh, they wasted their time. So you
Yeah,
want
of
to
course.
make
you
it
didn't
worth
waste,
it
you didn't
for
waste
them.
your time.
Yeah.
You rushing me and me acting accordingly. and falling off. That's wasting your time.
What do they say about too many cooks?
Yes.
Yes.
All the food.
Yeah,
So
and
those
it's
do-
very easy for you to dance to their tune and they will now control your life.
Right.
So I feel like it's important to find a balance. I don't know this because I haven't been in house, but
At the end
from
of the
previous
day-
housemates, they've said this.
It's crazy.
Like,
you
have
know.
to be
let me use my
careful.
It is
brother's- let me use my
crazy, yeah.
brother's analogies. You're not the collective. You're the individual in this case. Like, you're the individual in this case. And yes, while everyone wishes, even family, okay, you should do this. By the end of the day, if everyone was supposed to go back to their
comes to
maker, you're
shove.
going back alone.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what can you say about your own life? What did you do
Would
for
you be
yourself?
happy?
Would you be happy?
True.
You know, you might not like to hear that. Okay, you put in votes and this and that, but at the end of the day, it's still my life. So I should work accordingly.
So yeah, the fans, they love you so much.
Yeah.
Like they are. But let them breathe.
But they no go vote. Vote.
I think they tried them.
No, they
I think
did.
they
What?
It's not easy.
Like, to be honest, if I came out to even 20,000 followers, I'll be grateful.
How many
Like-
followers did you come out with?
I came out with 80. I think now I'm on 156.
If I came out with 20, I will cry. Oh.
I'll
I'll be like, what happened now? You
That's
people.
why I say I still don't feel like it's like a celebrity. Because
Yeah.
to me, I'm someone who I appreciate the little things.
Yeah, and that's important.
If 20 people, because okay, if 50 people were following me, if 50 people entered this room,
you don't
think-
fool now.
Yeah.
So imagine you've inspired these people.
Yeah.
So with that little, I'm okay.
and that's
you know.
fantastic.
And
It's
that's
good to be
good.
content.
And then just
That-
So
yeah,
you're not,
get better.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, even with
Can
the
I look
little
at
you
better?
have, you feel rich.
Right.
Because
right.
happiness is
Right.
not in material. It's happiness, wealth. It's a mindset. It's all a mindset.
Okay, from me to you guys, right?
It's very important. Alumni.
The fans
Senior
you
bro.
have,
What's
the fans
wisdom?
you have, they love you,
Yeah.
but they are the Big Brother fans. It's a Big Brother show, so you have to now push what you want to do, sell what you have to sell, so that they now become true fans of that and they follow you through. Because when the next show comes, they
Yeah.
move on to the
They
next
move on to
show.
someone else.
So that's it.
That
It's
being
virtual
said-
fans that you guys have.
That being said, working on a slum art thing, you know,
Really?
for people. I think the narrative is when you come off from Big Brother, you're always receiving gifts, and I'm an artist, definitely. So we want to go into the slums. We haven't picked a slum yet.
Right.
You know, haven't picked a date yet, but we're
that's
just
great.
trying to gather investors, people who, if you feel you want to give back to the
Yeah,
community,
yeah.
please do that.
That's
We're going
great.
to set a date, so I just want to use this opportunity to say-
Wow.
so go back. We want to just get into
That's
the
great.
slum, get kids to paint, because there's so many people who are like, I used to paint when I was little.
Yeah.
Now, okay, actually give people,
Right.
that
That's so
opportunity. Yeah,
beautiful.
so
Yeah.
So
buy their
beautiful.
paintings, do something for them.
That's
That's
great.
amazing. Well
Thank you.
done.
Love it.
Very
I love
different.
that.
Like
You see,
it.
I was saying that this episode, best.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. For real, I love this episode. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Good
you for
luck to the
having
new
us.
graduates. Wish you
Yes.
guys the very best. New graduates, it's not a small thing.
not easy.
Wish you guys the very best. It's not easy. You guys really tried being in that house. It's not an easy thing at all. But you guys know what to do. Stay tuned to Glitch Africa Studios. Next week, the finale of the BBN edition will be coming your way. We have amazing guests. Charles and I will be here. With
You
our
shall be
amazing
here,
guests.
but okay.
They know. You see that I paused, but I just thought about that. I will beat you.
Oh my god.
I will-
I can't wait to see who wins the show.
I can't wait,
I want Fiona
honestly.
to win though. You didn't ask me, but I'll tell you.
For free.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she has a good chance. Anyway, see you guys next week. Thank you so much for the love on all our previous videos. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Stop dragging us.